Okay, so in this video I'm going to discuss how to provide us the overall length of the shaft for our rail measurements. So just to go over this, every lift shaft has custom built rails for the lift shaft itself. So we would need the builder to supply us with the overall length of the lift shaft so we can manufacture those rails to suit. So we need 4 measurements in total. Now we need the left side measurements and then the right side measurements. So the measurements that we need for each side, and each side we need you to measure each side, because sometimes the overall length of the shaft can be a little bit different, and as I mentioned, the rails are a custom length and they must be built pretty much to the exact height of the shaft itself. So it is very critical that the measurements that you take are pretty much spot on. They can't be approximate measurements, we need exact measurements. So the first measurement that we need, if we have a look here, we can, in this particular shaft we already have our rails installed. So the first measurement we need is from the center of this LVL that is on the through floor. So from the center of this LVL to the bottom of the pit. So all the way to the bottom of the pit here. So we need that measurement for the right side and the left side. Now, when we're discussing the right and the left side is when you're standing outside the shaft, looking into the shaft. Your left hand wall is what we refer to as the left side of the lift shaft itself. So that measurement is from the center of this LVL to the bottom of the concrete pit. So we need that for the left and the right hand side. And then the other measurement we need is the overall length of the lift shaft. So that is from the bottom of the pit all the way to the top of the lift shaft itself. And if we zoom in there, we can see where the rail is mounted to the LVL infill on the roof structure itself, or on the roof that is installed by the builder. So the tool I like to use is just a laser measure. And setting up that laser measure, we're going to try and get this on video. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. So we set it up, we can see with our pointer. And we can see we're measuring from the bottom of the shaft to the underside there of that timber. Now, taking into account if you're then installing a roof into the lift shaft, you need to take into account what the thickness of that roof is. So the overall length of our lift shaft is 5,525 mil. So we need that measurement as well for the right and the left side of the lift shaft. So we need that overall length, and that is how we manufacture our rails for each lift shaft.